That brings back memories. Some reactions are hard to unlearn. It's been a few days since I escaped the Darkwood, and already I've kind of settled back into my normal routine. I go for walks, pet my dog, chat with the neighbors, but I don't know, something's just off about it. For one thing, they're a lot nicer to me than they've ever been. I don't know, maybe I've gotten used to the feral life, but it all just feels too perfect. And that's not the only thing. Whenever I wake up, I just feel like I'm still there for just a couple of seconds. The whole time, it's like there's been dozens of shrill, annoying voices in my head telling me that something's wrong, that I need to keep going. But I'm back home. How much farther can I possibly go? So I've kind of gone for a walk to try and clear my head and just kind of settle my own mind. It's pretty frustrating, actually. That first night back was probably the best night of sleep I've ever had. I guess that 2 months where I didn't need to really took a toll. But what bothers me is, why do I need to sleep now? Why am I able? The first time someone addressed me when I came back, I effortlessly opened my mouth and answered, but I didn't even think about the fact that I couldn't before. Now, I didn't see anything at the swamp, but there was another oven when I left there, right on the edge of the woods. I didn't find anything there either, but I don't know, that's just been the thing that's been bothering me this whole time. What did he... Oh, that's not good. This is that fungus that I found growing in the Darkwood. I should probably tell somebody about this. I hope I didn't drag it in myself. Yep, that's it all right. Maybe there's a maintenance worker or something who can clear it out? Wait. None here. But I've just realized that same chalk drawing has been at each of these apartments. If I come down here... No. That's not possible. I came down several blocks. And they're gone. Who's going to eat the bread now? I'll take some. I'm starved. But what is going on here? This whole time, I haven't actually ventured beyond my own building in the yard in front, but it's like it's just endlessly repeating as I go. No, this isn't right at all. The fungus is gone, but that's all that's changed. I can't get beyond this building. It's like it's just an endless wall. Is somebody here? I can kind of see in the rooms, but it looks like just a bunch of dusty old storage closets. I don't have the key. Where's that maintenance guy? I don't like this. This is bringing back some memories I'd rather forget. I don't like being unarmed in a place like this. I can't help but think of the church basement. Sometimes when I try these doors, it's like the sound echoes off into nothing. Am I losing my hearing? Maybe from all those gunshots I fired? None of this is mine. Once again, hard to unlearn the habit of just taking whatever I please. Now there's an option I haven't seen before. Change frequency? heard this before. Wait, I've heard this before, but where? Static? Maybe some voices coming through? What's happening? Wait, I just turned it off. What? Wait, did I just hear a door open somewhere? I think I can... You're not going to be able to hear it, but I think I can faintly hear the sound of something moving in my left ear. I need to get out of here. It said like SL, sleep. Was it saying sleep? I don't know, there's something here, something here, something here. Something came in, something came in. I gotta be ready to run back, but if something came in, as far back as I can go is that room. Dead end. No. 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 Those are mushrooms. No. No. Those are mushrooms. I can collect them? Can I access my inventory? No. Have I brought all this stuff back with me? Have I brought all this stuff back with me? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have trusted those rubber boots. I'm almost afraid to climb these steps. I'm tired. I should get back to my flat. No, I'm gonna keep looking. Boss. Spare any change? I really wish I could help, but money hasn't been useful for me in a while. Tell you what, you seem like a cool dude. That's worth, like, 50 reputation, right? Locked, I need a key. And you opened last time, right? Maybe only when I walk away? Wake my kid. What happens if I try to see you? What is that? That wasn't any child. That was like a fetus or like something on the ground. Stupid cow. Yeah, I agree, right? Maybe we can be homies? Maybe we can be battle buddies? I haven't had one before. Why should I start now? Blocked door. Someone finally evicted them. This door wasn't open before. I think I tried it before, didn't I? But there's nothing here. Elevator doesn't work, as always. It's been here since I remember. Weird that no one ever tried to steal it. Well, I should take it then, right? Pleased to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. No, but I've heard that before. It's the exact line of dialogue you gave when I showed up. What else am I doing, then? I clearly heard something enter, but everything seems fine up here. So that's my apartment. What happens if I continue down this hall? I thought from the very beginning that this didn't look right. I can open that as well. The neighbor's bike, blah, blah, blah. You can do something with it. It's been lying in the middle of the corridor ever since he broke the kickstand. A lot of free bikes in this place. Is this hallway looping as well? Is it getting more decrepit, or is that just me? These look like roots on the ground. These look like roots on the ground. Hang on. How much farther does this go? The carpet all overgrown. It's just getting worse and worse. Change first. Alright, maybe if I go to sleep and wake up, everything will be fine, right? Hello? Good boy. Under the floor in the last hideout. Something's not right here. Wait, do you see that? Wait, no. Do you see that? That wasn't like that before. Wait here. I may need your help in a second. That definitely wasn't here before. These roots are growing out from under the floor panels. I'm on, like, the top floor. Hang on. Hang on. Is this stuff that only happens if you check the basement? This isn't right. It's all over. Wait. Hang on, move. And everything looks so much darker. Nothing in the bathroom, nothing in the bathroom. What about in the kitchen? No, but it's growing here as well. At the very least, I'm gonna have some soup. I dread to think what I'm gonna find in that bedroom. This looks okay, at least. It's my bed. The white crumpled sheets look as if I've just woken up. No. No. This is definitely different. There's got to be something that I'm missing here. Maybe if I drag the stool? No, nothing extra there, although the roots do seem to be coming out from under, like, the stove and the sink. Oh, wait, I couldn't interact with the sink before. I know I couldn't. Large screwdriver. What do I do with that? Okay, now we gotta look at everything. I can still use the sink. Can't touch the bathtub. Nothing more in here. Remove flooring. Look under the floor of the last hideout. Oh, the dozens of shrill, annoying voices in my head were right. I can fold back the rug. The roots run all under. Man, I'm tearing this whole place up. And as I do this, everything's getting darker and darker. Just when I thought I couldn't love this game anymore. The lamp's not on anymore. I think that's all of it. whole apartment is infested. And these roots actually look like they're leading back to the bedroom. Right? Oh, well, they go all over, I guess, but... what have I brought back with me? And now I have the option to look closer instead of just go to sleep and leave. I could still just go to sleep. What would happen if I did? I'm almost tempted to try that. But I know I have to look closer. Fighting off sleepiness with difficulty, I lean over the bed. The springs creak noisily under the weight of my hand. As I cast my glance on the light brown construction from plywood, I notice familiar features. They're elongated and arched. I can still smell the fresh sheets and the pleasant warmth of the quilt. I could leave, I could come back to the bed, I could still sleep. It's still trying to tempt me to just sleep. Now I have no doubt that that's what the radio in the basement was saying. I feel a gentle drought coming from the dark gap between the bed and the floor. Reach under the bed. No, you're at Monster Alert 5! My fingertips brush a thin layer of dust. Coldness. Moisture. I'm touching something rough, but my arm is too short to catch it. I think I need to move the bed. Move it. There's a hole covered by it. There was a hole directly under my bed. This should be absolutely terrifying, but honestly, all I can think of is that one episode of Dinosaurs. Oh, what an ending. They hid another ending inside of the ending. That can't be me. That can't be me. What happened? What happened after getting down to the radio tower? Sleeping woman. Dirty, clumped hair cover the woman's face. She's murmuring in her sleep, clutching a rag doll filled with straw. Now the moon has faded. The night is here. The sleep stole over my doll. So close. Your eyes? The woman doesn't react. I'm unable to wake her up from her slumber. Where am I? There's my hat. Can I please put it on? The man is fast asleep. He's smiling, hugging his knees with skinny, dirty arms. A swarm of flies is covering a black sore on his back. This game is just distilled pestilence. Old weathered clothes. Can I take any? My coat, it's torn and covered with dried mud. My trousers completely destroyed. The steep slope blocks the way ahead. There are some tunnels at its base. It's a meter-wide tunnel covered with a slimy membrane. Further inside, I can see pulsating growths blocking the way ahead. I won't be able to pass through this way. How did I get here? What happened after... Did I never really wake up after I removed that substance from the lever? The roots narrow in this direction. I'm at the bottom of a huge valley. I feel the dry, dusty earth pulsating under my feet. The figure speaks to someone in its sleep, squeezing an old man's photo in its hand. The figure is dead asleep. I'm unable to wake it up. Some of them are dead. The figure is talking in its sleep, moving its hand as if caressing someone with affection. They're all seeing something. Pleasant memories, or some kind of desires fulfilled, I guess. Just like what I was going through. I'm one of them. The figure sleeps on a muddy ground, resting its head on the chest of a skeleton lying next to it. I can pick up the shiny stones still, but what good do they do me? There's yet another gaping hole in the earth. Whatever this is, I think this is the center of the Darkwood. Whatever this is, this has to be what was calling everything to the radio tower. It clutches a muddy brass cross in both hands. I didn't get to read that. I clicked and then I went on a monologue. I hear a faint whisper. Stasiak. My little Stasiak. Sleep, Stasiak, sleep. Each one in its own delusion, but whatever this is, it's not putting forth any effort to keep them alive. It hums something quietly in its sleep, swaying to the rhythm of a simple melody. These are the most human-like figures we've encountered, and yet the protagonist still refers to them as it. Its face is covered in mud and sticks. It clutches a shiny stone in its hand. The sleeping man looks like a skeleton coated in skin. He smiles widely. They're enjoying this, embracing the remains of a child. Okay, I'm gonna be here all day if I examine all of them. They seem happy, even though they're emaciated and dirty. Some of them lie dead. Is it weird to point out that I actually had a dream like this one time? I'm not going to be able to cross this gap. Maybe I can take this path through here? Oh, they all sit just right on the edge of this huge fissure in the earth. I'm not sure where to go, though. Oh, maybe I can cross right here. It's almost like the roots have grown around them, holding them to the edge. There's like a pulsating sound mixed in with the ambiance. Like somewhere in the middle of all this growth is a huge beating heart. The earth is covered with thick bundles of dry roots that creak under my feet, and old broken trees. Is this what's underneath the talking tree? These roots seem much bigger than the size of that, although I suppose they would be. What is that light? It's absolutely blinding. And you know, a pleasant warmth washes over me. You're bowing down like the one outside the mouth in the dream. Can I interact with you? No? What is at the center of it? What is all this? Some of these corpses are wearing sticks in their head. Are these savages that were called here? When they scratch marks on the ground, I've thought that maybe it has something to do with the calls coming from the radio tower, that maybe it's their way of trying to dig down into the earth and navigate to it. Like, I think the doctor said something to that effect. Are these the ones that succeeded? Actually, as I look at this, it kind of looks like the embryos that we found around the forest rarely. Wait. Being talk. It appears around the entire edge. It's actually referring to this mass at the center. This is like biblical imagery of hell. Okay, let's see what it has to say, or what I have to say of it. I'm standing in front of an enormous being. Place hand on the being. I feel an overwhelming, soothing feeling of security and happiness. The vast valley at the bottom of which I stand curves upwards, closing over my head. The rust of distant trees turns into a single, silent murmur. I feel I'm coming home, to my flat, to my room with a window and a bed. And I can either listen or withdraw my hand or do nothing. We already had that fantasy. We had it already. That's what this thing is. It's like some kind of... It's almost like some kind of, like, cosmic Lotus Eater island. So, no. We're gonna withdraw my hand. I refuse. I feel a heat emanating from the being. I sense my pulse slowing down. A calmness. I want to rest. To come back home. To my bed. I want to lie down. To fall asleep. I withdraw my hand again. I don't want to do it. Still, my hand pushes the being away. The warmth that was emanating from it disappears, replaced by piercing coldness. Now what? It's the doctor. What do you want? It's the doctor. He's fast asleep. Well, I guess he found his way here faster than most. But I can't interact with him at all. Oh, there is a path out the back. I missed it before. Yes? I think that one's trying to get my attention. Masiek. I can't think of where, and I don't have my journal. J isn't working, but I feel like we've heard that name before. The man mumbles in his sleep. He's emaciated and dirty, but his face is radiant and calm. He clutches a rusty object covered with old beads. Some weapon? The man is talking in his sleep. These are only snippets of sentences, single words spoken gently and slowly. It's hard to find any meaning of them. Push the figure. Leave. Without opening his eyes, the man clumsily waves his hand at me, then covers his head with it, and freezes. No, I want what you got. Leave. The man waves his hand again. This time he grabs my arm. Without opening his eyes, he turns his head towards me. I recognize him. He's one of us. You mean like one of the people that I came in with? No, I'm taking it. Leave! Can you hear me? I won't let you take her! The man clenches his teeth with the fury of a maniac. Saliva flows from his mouth. It's hurting her! You'll tear her arms out! I'm getting that. I'm getting whatever that is. Like hyenas fighting over meat. A flamethrower. A flamethrower. I think I know what I have to do. Oh, you're gonna crawl towards me, are you? No. Nope. I can think of a better use. I can think of a far better use for this. You guys object, huh? And it's aware. It's making them aware. You'll die with us? Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it after all this? You still coming? Yeah, you're still coming, huh? You're gonna watch. Oh, it's been real. All of you go. All of you. I'll burn with you, that's what you think? Crawl towards me if you want. It's too late to stop it now. Spreading. You'll kill us all? What do you think this is? Come towards me. Are you all part of it? Is that why this is still going? Fire spreads, guys. That's the weakness of choosing to take the form of a tree. Oh, and spread it is. That warms me up. Consume. I don't know what it wanted them for, but given the number of emaciated corpses in here, something tells me that its intentions weren't pure. And after everything I've been through, this is just a sight for sore eyes. The screaming music to my ears. This could not have ended better. Well, I suppose it could have. I could have escaped. Those visions could have been real, but in lieu of that, I will take this. Because now it's going to end. Out of my way. Out of my way, all of you. Finally, I feel like king of the jungle. Yes, now I'm truly the king. You know why? Because the king has the power to destroy his own kingdom. Can Can I cross the gap? Will that act as some sort of symbolic deliverance at least? And perhaps it's better if it collapses now, and I just get swallowed up into the earth and the ashes bury me. Consumed. This looks like a good spot to lie down. A great fire consumed the woods for a couple of days, gradually claiming many of its inhabitants. The fire consumed the road leading to the heart of the woods. The talking tree towering over the flooded village. The doctor, who did not wake up even as the flames came closer. He was better off. The three outcasts wearing old rags and scrap who hugged the trunk of the talking tree and didn't even attempt to escape. The old lady, overgrown with mushrooms, who, immobilized in her rocking chair, burned together with her hut. The elephant family, who did not leave their house at the swamp, even as the flames started consuming it. I can justify all of this away as them being just better off. Everyone is better off. The chicken lady, who set out into the woods in search of her sister and lost the way. And the last living inhabitant of the flooded village who, just before his death, managed to feast his eyes on the sight of the enormous tree withering in the fire. Now he for sure got what he wanted. But not everyone perished. The son of the elephant family, who just in time fled from the mushroom-infested hut to the nearby swamp. When the fire ceased, the boy set out towards home, hoping that the fire had spared his loved ones. I may have saved him at least. The little musician, yes, hid in the old hut with the trapdoor leading to the underground tunnels. When the fire went out, the trapdoor opened, and the boy left the woods. I'm glad he made it at least. Pietrek did not live to see the fire. Before the flames appeared, he rose above the treetops in his rocket made of scrap. As he looked through the small spaceship window, he smiled for the last time. The Milky Way's stars looked so beautiful, even now, when moving away at a huge speed. Would he have made it if I hadn't let him build his rocket? A large part of the villagers survived, hiding from the fire in the vast, barren clearings. When the fire went out, and the incomprehensible whispers and calls ceased forever, They saw incoming helicopters above the destroyed land. They were actually rescued. The fate of the man with the wolf's snout remains unknown. Well, he lost his playground. Let's see how he fares in the real world. The fairy tale monster now forced to live in reality. And that is now the true ending of Darkwood. And to be honest, for as difficult as it would have been to find naturally, I am super happy that it's there. What a creative way to end it. I'm not going to go over my whole closing thoughts because I already did that in the previous video. But what a journey this has been, and it only seems right for there to be effectively a post-credits on the end of this series, and for that reason, I'm really grateful that they had this really creative outro. I don't know, I feel like it counts on the player to realize that something isn't right. And even last time, as I was approaching the apartment, I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. A game as bleak as this couldn't just have a happy ending, as perfect as the one that we got. But it's up to the player to investigate further, to question that ending, and really decide, do I even want to know? Even when you do start to see the cracks, it still gives you that option, that choice. Thank you for urging me to come back here. I definitely will still play more on my own. I mean, I would have come back to it anyway, but... And don't worry, a bonus episode where I investigate some of the alternative routes is still coming. Something I didn't point out, and something I didn't talk about for the whole series, look at how a lot of these assets are actually credited as being from freesound.org. Now, that's really interesting to me because, if I'm understanding correctly, this game was initially released for free on torrent sites. Which just goes to show what an independent project this is. I mean, I can't imagine something like this being made by a studio, and it really goes to show how great things are for creativity in gaming these days, now that just about anyone with the skills, with the dedication, with the resources, and those resources aren't nearly as great as they were before, can create art that doesn't have to rely on profit as its sole motivation. You get something like this, the kind of thing where the true ending is dependent on the player to delve deeper. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, like I said, you can get it by torrent, the devs are cool with it, or you can support them by buying it on Steam, which I will also link in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Also, did I ever point out, when you move your mouse side to side like this, it actually pans your view around this tree? More cool details in a game that's been full of them.